Fireball Rocket Balloon is an insanely strong army. Today we're going to break down some attacks I've done with it so I can teach you how to use it, and then at the end of the video I've got a major announcement for you that you definitely need to hear. Everyone comes in with a slightly different version of Fireball Rocket Balloon. I bring the Jelly on the Warden, some bring the Unicorn, some bring the Frosty, some people bring Furnaces, some people bring Druids like myself, and some people just bring Rocket Balloons. But one thing is in common with all of them: this attack strategy is ridiculously strong. So I start the Warden charge from the top here. We get a little unlucky that the Warden decides to leave the highest damage defense on the base, 1 HP, but that's fine. He does eventually take it down, but he does thankfully target it here. Now, if the Jelly had lasted half a second less, then the Warden would have been in an awkward situation where he'd start targeting all these gold storages whilst leaving that geared up defense up and taking us down. So you do need to keep that in mind with the Jelly. Yes, it gets progress nice and quickly, but if the Jelly ends when you're in a lot of damage but you're surrounded by storages, that is a terrible position to be with. So there are definitely pros and cons to the Jelly. I know one of the pros for a lot of people is they think they get their Fireball off quicker. I actually haven't found that to be the case. I just like feeling like the rage spells at the start get so much value because your Warden is taking down more defenses with them. Anyways, that's an insane Fireball. We get down the Town Hall, and it's mostly a procession at this point. We're going to use the Siege Barracks to funnel the King and Queen in. I say going to. The King doesn't get funneled in anyway, but the Siege Barracks will eventually take down this Wizard Tower, and that should be enough to send the King inside the base. Any second now. Nope. Nope, I was completely wrong. Doesn't matter anyway. I mean, we've funneled the outside, so we're going to get a really nice hero dive. I love using the Ice Golem and the Druids with this. The Warden on the right side of the base, you just need to look at him every couple of seconds. I have run out of spells at this point, so obviously only so much I can do, but I do use the Poison spell, I believe, here on the Archer Queen, and that's enough to just keep the Warden alive. King and Queen is doing an amazing job. Any second now, we're going to pop that King ability. Beautiful, and look at it, it opens up the entire center of the base. Now, I should have already placed the Druids, because what you want from the Druids is them to help out with these mirror clones, and you can see they're coming from Narnia to come and help out. You do lose a fair amount of their duration waiting for this, but by the time they catch up, they just are so perfect for keeping the Giant and the mirror clones alive much longer than they should, because if you keep those mirror clones alive, there's not really a lot you can do to stop this attack strategy. I mean, look at this. This base gets completely wrecked. I am bringing an ice block with the army. I am kind of tempted to change it though. I don't really see myself getting much usage consistently out of this niche spell. This is another super strong base here, but it is slightly more spread out in the damage. There isn't much damage in the core of the base here. You can see it's kind of all on the flanks, very much spread out. Now with the Fireball here, I could go for this Wizard Tower and it would get nice value, but I actually decided to go for the Monolith here for two reasons. One, I'm going to get these two, and two, I'm not really scared if the CC comes out. Yeah, obviously it's nice to Fireball this before the CC comes out, but really it's just easier to get this down as well, because if I get that down, even if I pull the CC out, there's no damage on my Warden, so I ice block him just to keep him still, because particularly if you're using the Jelly, the Warden will move around quite quickly, so it's easier to just use the ice block. That's why I'm bringing the ice block in the army for this or the Giant in your hero dives. You're about to see an insane hero dive though, and turns out you don't even need the Giant for that. So nice Fireball to start the attack. Now, in the second half of this, I'm not really going to talk about the attack too much because this attack is all about the King and the Queen. They get insane value. In fact, my Warden goes down any second here. Oh, King, Queen, and Royal Champion. They're going to come from all the way back here and take down the Town Hall, and the Rocket Balloons get rid of the rest. What I am going to talk about, and I have got some notes for here, is the real purpose of this video. Now, I don't know when this video is being posted. I'm recording this on June 29th. That's why my Warden's about to go down here, because I don't have the buffed healers yet with that extra hero heal. Yeah, he would have gone down anyway. I was just atrocious at the game. Essentially, I'm leaving Blueprint. Maybe some of you figured it out already. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm leaving Blueprint. Now, for those of you who don't know, because some people seem to think this, I don't actually own Blueprint, so my role in Blueprint is a media manager. Blueprint is obviously a base building server. They also do pro masterclasses, and I don't own the whole of Blueprint. I'm just the face you guys see on YouTube. I did my own channel years ago, and then Blueprint hit me up, and I decided to take them up on it in June of 2022, which seems so long ago. At the time, the channel had 14,000 subscribers, and now we're at 92k, which is kind of crazy to think of in 3 years. But yeah, so I've decided to leave the team. It just kind of feels like the right time for me, honestly. My priorities in life have changed so much over, you know, the last 6 months in particular. And so ultimately, it just felt like the best thing for me to do for myself. Now, you guys might not realize this, but there is so much that goes into getting just one video out of Blueprint. It's not just me. There is a whole team. So I'm going to spend a fair bit of this attack thanking everyone that behind the scenes that you guys might not know about, and then I want to give you guys a specific message as well to all of the community out there. So let's start off with the base builders or pros, because we do lots of videos showing base replays, like legends bases, even low town hall bases, right? And we can't do that without the people who actually supply them. I'm not building bases anymore. I stopped doing that at Town Hall 14. Haven't really built much of a base since. So thank you to all of the pros, base builders, attackers, you name it. Just to name some of them, we've had like Stars, Klaus, Dimmer, Sinthe, Temper, End, Sarwan, Darkstar, Crispy, Ninja, Pikachu, just to name a few. But I have also forgotten some of the pro base builders who share the replays from the World Championship. Some like, we've had Ged, I think Malik, Adnan, I think it's Yotape, I not good with the pronunciation, but those are just some extra names as well of people who have supplied bases on which the whole channel is kind of built on, because we are a base building server. Sorry if you missed that fireball, I was just looking up all that. Next, we're going to name a few people that you probably haven't heard of, but are critical, and these two are Loki and SP. So SP does so much of the managerial stuff. Just make sure everything is flowing smoothly, and he's been very helpful for me, particularly in the last 6 months. And then Loki, who does so much of the organizing for a lot of the low town hall content you see on the channel, getting replays from the pro players and then delivering them to me so that we can make a video out of it. And I kind of consider both of them friends at this point, so I really appreciate that. I did not know that King ability took down the town hall. That's kind of insane. Want to thank the other creators, because it isn't just me who's doing content on this channel, right? We've also had Ghost, Shock, TK. There's been a few others. I think Styles done some. Meebot did some a year ago as well. Obviously, the VM boys last year did some too. So without all of these other content creators, the channel wouldn't be as good as it was today. I've needed their support. I haven't been able to do all the videos by myself, and I needed their help. And the last thanks goes out to the big boss. I don't know if you guys know him, but it's CCL. He is the head manager for Blueprint. He's the guy who plucked me out of the bullpen and has helped me so much just get better. Because if I look at the content we did 3 years ago, wasn't that good. It is so much better what we do these days compared to where we started. Also, it looks like I need another replay because I need to thank you all directly. I think it's just going to have to be a Super Yeti spam attack. This attack is probably my favorite in the game because it's so brainless and it does work a surprising amount of the time. Even with the Eternal Tome rework, the blimp not getting as fast still is really nice. But my last thank you, I'm going to take a few minutes for this, is obviously all of you guys who watch the videos. There's been some insane videos over the years that have gotten so many views. I mean, when I moved to Blueprint, my channel wasn't that big. I think my biggest video at the time, by the way, nice Barb King, I think my biggest video at the time was about 22k views. And I'm pretty sure there's probably 100 videos I've done at Blueprint that's gotten more than that. There's a few that have gotten way more, and I couldn't have done it without you guys watching, without your support, and also the feedback on videos was never underappreciated. You guys have been absolutely awesome, and like, yeah, there's no YouTube community that's good at all without a great community as well. So thank you to all of you at home. It really does mean the world to me. I could not believe how much the channel's blown up over the years. Like I said, it went from 14k to 92k in 3 years, and yeah, so kind of crazy. I never thought I would achieve all of this, but it's not just my achievement, it's also yours as well for being so awesome. Yeah, it is sad. I am going to miss this a lot. I I don't really know what to say. I haven't planned this out. But, yeah, I'm going to miss you all. The content here is still going to be good. I am confident of that. I actually don't know what they're going to do going forward, but that's completely fine. I mean, I'm so confident in the team. Still got an awesome team here. Still got the best pros in the world. And if I'm ever going to recommend people to go to a base building server, it's still going to be to Blueprint. Yeah, just unreal what they can do. I do think I used my Royal Champion in this attack, but I just about was able to swag her in this attack here. Yeah, there we go with the usage of it. But yeah, thank you very much. So if you're confused why you're not seeing me on the channel, yet again, I don't know when this video is being posted, but if you haven't seen me on the channel for a bit and you're confused, that's why. Yeah, you're not going to see me doing videos here anymore. This will be my last ever video at Blueprint, and I know it's sad, but it's kind of nice to look back on everything that all of us achieved together. We couldn't have done it alone. So thank you to everyone. Stay subscribed to Blueprint. They're still going to be pumping out good content. I just felt like I had to let you guys know. Have a nice day, people, and I'll see you around.